Much love, much love, much love. And we starting this vlog already in the car because for some reason the power went out, I guess overnight or very early this morning. So I wasn't able to charge my phone or anything while I was in the house and getting ready to go to my training session that I'm hosting for some youth in the next city over. But yeah, so about to head there right now, and I just wanted to share another dream that I had, kind of, like directly related with the lesson or the realization that I had last night about being more willing and open to connection. And so I had previous dreams. I'm just gonna get this done real quick because I gotta get on the road like right now. But I had previous dreams where, well, last night I had dreams before this last one that I'm about to tell you about. I had dreams that had to do with like crocodiles and snakes and stuff, and like having to cross a river and stuff like that. It was a little bit weird. I didn't understand why I had seen so many, reptiles like that in it. But this next dream, or this last dream that I had, I was at this like indoor-outdoor club type area, and I was like immediately like overwhelmed and like overstimulated being in there because I felt so out of place. I'm not a person that likes to be out and about like that in places that are, very loud and everything, unless it's a concert that I like for an artist that I really want to see. If it's that's cool. But if it's just like a club that's just playing, any type of music, and I don't like the music, then I don't want to be there. And especially if it's a bunch of people there that I didn't really like, I don't know anybody, and like, everybody's just talking and mingling and stuff, surface level stuff. I'm not really that into that. So what I did was I just sat down and I just observed. I sat down at the table, and across from me was two girls sitting across from me. And I was just like kind of gauging, like, should I interact with them or not? And I didn't feel like I should. So I just kept to myself and just kept observing and everything. And then I realized that the ground had turned into water. And then these animals, they're capybaras, the world's biggest rodents. These capybaras were like swimming around and stuff. And I didn't know why they're there, what they're doing. But then I just, I pet one, and then as it was swimming by me, and then it kept going and stuff. Then I noticed that the ground turned back to solid ground like how it was before. And then I noticed some like snakes and stuff slithering by. And there's a rattlesnake that slithered by me right by my foot. And I knew that I had to just, stay calm and not react in any kind of way, or else the snake would react in an equal manner and defending itself. So it slithered by me, and I was just kind of like awestruck at like how things have changed and why. Like, I was trying to figure out what was really going on. And then I basically I looked up and started observing the people again. And then I noticed that at first it was two white girls, what we call white girls. And then I noticed that one of them got up and left as I was turning back to like possibly engage with them. And then I noticed that it, like, instead of it being the girl how she looked before, she was now like this like light brown skin. She looked like she was from like maybe like not India, but like some country that has, brown skin and more like straight hair. She looked like that. And then I asked her, like, because like we saw like all the animals and everything, I was just like, just asked the basic question, like do you ever have like any pets in your life or anything like that? Like, just kind of like breaking the ice a little bit. And she said no, but she like just moved to the US because like she teaches dance and she wants to learn English better or something like that. And then I was very intrigued by that because, we wanted to travel and everything. I like to hear people's stories and learn about them. And so I was very intrigued to hear more. But by this time, as she was talking, I began waking up, and I remember thinking to myself, I was like, dang, I wish I would have initiated this conversation sooner so I could learn more about her before I wake up. But I'm expressing this dream, I'm explaining this dream because it directly correlates with the realization that I had last night about being more open and willing to connect. Because in dreams, a lot of it is dictated by your subconscious mind. And so being that I had this dream and I felt like I was guided by the animals to talk with her and like, you know, just open up more and be more willing to connect. So I was literally doing the internal work within the dream to change the subconscious programming so that now in this, you know, 3D reality that we're in right now, I'm doing the work within myself, so it's easier to actually open up and be more willing to connect. So I just wanted to share that. That's I guess like a deep dive, a deep way to start the vlog, but hey, we in it now. Let's go. So we back here at my nature spot, and session went good earlier. I love just, you know, being of service to the younger generations, because I host basketball training for like middle school, high school age children, and I love that I'm able to offer it at least on Sundays for free, so that, you know, people can come out, get better. And I love seeing that the parents, you know, kind of formed a community together too. Like they all became, you know, friends and everything. So it's nice seeing everybody out on a Sunday afternoon. They're out here, you know, watching their children get better, talking amongst themselves and everything, having a good time. So, and of course getting some sunlight. So it's a great feeling knowing that I was able to bring that, you know, harness that and bring that in and bring them together in that way. So I love that. But now I'm here, and earlier today I woke up with my power out for some reason at home. So I was trying to charge up my phone, let it charge up in the car, but it's been charging slowly. It's only at like 50-something% right now. So I wanted to get to at least like 80, but it's probably not gonna happen. So we're just gonna work with what we got right now. So I don't know if we're gonna hike today or just go back, chill in the water, but I'm gonna call a friend right now, have a good conversation, and we'll see how it goes from there. So let's get back at it again. Always love walking across this bridge, because it's like you're walking through a portal, bridge to another world. You got the water down there, and then on this side, so we're going down. Wait, can I zoom in? Oh, there we go. So we're going down right over there. Walking through another portal, through the trees, to get down to the water. We got some ducks down here. It's the same family from last time I was here. I want y'all to run away. I'm a friend. I ain't trying to hurt y'all. Yep. They done said they want their personal space. Well, I mean, I understand that, because I want mine too. I just want mine to share with y'all though. But we're gonna enjoy this beautiful area again. And there's a little tiny lizard right there. Just peeking up at me. I guess I disturbed him too. I'm sorry, little buddy. Did not mean to disturb you at all. My fault. Let's see, there we go. It's getting comfortable again. Came out even more. He's chilling. I think he might be on the hunt right now for some food. I didn't mean to disturb your peace, little buddy. They're chilling here, having a great conversation with a couple of my friends over the phone. And I'm just very grateful, very grateful to be in a place like this, to have friends, good friends, great friends that I can talk to. And just grateful for a connection, grateful for love, unconditional love. Because these connections, they allow you to see yourself more clearly, and they highlight more aspects of yourself that you may not have been aware of, or that you've been, you know, working on. Maybe you've been stuck in certain areas, and maybe it's been difficult to, you know, get through certain things. But these connections that we have, these friends that we have, this family that we have, that's what we're here for. We're here to help each other. We're here to help each other. And that's exactly what these conversations have been doing for me. And yeah, I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful. So I'm gonna just leave it at that. Looks like the family of ducks is back again. I love seeing nature doing this thing. I'll forever say that, so try not to get tired of it. Yep, y'all come closer if you want. I'm cool. I ain't gonna bite. I don't eat meat anyways. I eat the plants. So beautiful. I wonder if the camera can pick up. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah. So we got a little fish up in here. It just be swimming, doing that thing. Can't really see it now, the one in the shade, but yeah. Then we got the ducks back over here. They just be chilling. They be doing that thing just like I do. But yeah, I love this place so much. I might miss it when I'm going traveling. But yeah, this is the rock that I be just chilling on, posted on. So, they got the sunlight on me right now. Let me turn over here. But yeah, this place, this trail goes on for many miles. So maybe next time I come out here, I'll probably give y'all a tour and everything. But yeah, today, I was kind of planning on doing that today, but I had conversations that I wanted to have with my two friends. And yeah, I'm about to leave, head back home in a little bit because I haven't eaten at all today. So just count this as fasting. But yeah, I'm gonna go home and nourish myself. But here's a place where I love to get out to because it allows me to clear my mind. I'm grounding. It's my feet grounding. So with all the stress and everything and anxiety that I've been dealing with the past few years, coming out to a place like this, it just allows me to release all of that. And I know there's still a lot of subconscious stuff that's within me that needs to be worked through. And I'm doing the work as best I can. But like I said last video, it's very tough to actually heal in a place that, you were hurting. So that's why I come out here. So let's get back on top of my rock right here. Last time, well, one time recently, I almost fell. Almost face planted to this rock and the water right there. So let's not do that again. Let me get in there. All right. And we here. My lizard buddy still here? Nah, it's probably in the sunshine somewhere else. But yeah, I love this place so much. And like I was saying, I might miss it when I'm gone, but who knows? Who knows? So yeah, today I'm feeling so much more fulfilled because I'm here, but I've also had so much more connection today, so much more interaction today because I had my clients earlier and their parents, like I was telling you about earlier. Seeing everybody together, it was 3 clients today, three kids that I'm training today, and their parents were there, and actually one other client that I'm training too, he wasn't able to make it, but his dad still showed up just to kind of just chill and talk for a little bit. So it's really cool seeing that. It's, like I said earlier, it's really cool just being able to be a provider of that, like having a space where people can come together and just connect, mingle with each other and everything, and talk about different things, talk about life and everything. I really love that these opportunities are available. And so I know that part of the reason why I'm creating this vlog is to also create an online space and potentially even in-person spaces so that we can do that even more on bigger scales or even just more intimate settings as well. So that's something that really is really fulfilling for my heart and my soul, is just connecting, and especially being a provider of places where people can connect in healthy ways. So, and then after I did that, after the session, came straight out here and hopped on the phone with one of my good friends. She's out in Florida right now. And it's cool being able to connect with people like no matter where they're at nowadays. So I'm very grateful. And then I connect with my other best friend who's up in Sacramento. And again, just grateful that we can connect despite the long distances, because without that, of course my life would be different, and I don't know how different it would be, but I'm grateful regardless. I'm grateful. So yeah, I don't want to make this too long, but hey, when I got stuff to share, I got stuff to share. And that's also one of the things I was talking about with my friend. You know, she's going to start vlogging too. And so like whenever I get the okay, you know, approval and everything to promote her channel, to give her a shout out, I'll be doing that. But we're talking about vlogging, and just talking about, like, she asked me how my content, like how I wanted to not structure it, but like what is the purpose behind it, like what is the, I guess, format that my content is, that my vlogs are going to be. And I'm glad that she asked that, because I haven't really fleshed it out fully yet. But what I have so far is that they're going to be centered around traveling, but also growth on a soul level, growth as a person, growth as a human being, self-development, self-improvement, self-mastery. But everything that I'm doing, like meditation, astral projection, even though we just had a conversation about astral projection and the real nature of it, which is just out-of-body experience. So stuff like that, where I'm going to be learning more, sharing my experiences with you more. That's why I already started sharing my dreams with you, because that's a big part of my life. Dreams are a huge part of my life, because when you're dreaming, you're not just, you know, like this physical reality isn't the only reality that's here. There's different dimensions, and there's the other side, as we could call it. So going to the other side every single night is something that should be talked about way more, because dreams aren't just happening in your mind. Yes, when you're not a conscious dreamer, they do happen like that, where it's not fully, or you are in your mind, because it's all just your subconscious. But you know, it's different. This little duck right here. I'm just trying to find a way up stream without going directly by me. Yep. We'll see. Just watch. Observe. Barely see it now. But yeah, I didn't really finish my thought, because you may be able to tell I'm a little bit, not camera shy, but I'm a little bit shy of recording around other people. Because someone, like a father and his daughter, just came up, and I began getting like self-conscious and like, you know, all that stuff. But over time, I'll overcome that. I'll be overcoming that. But yeah, I was saying about the dreams, leaving the body and everything. So, but yeah, dreaming is a huge part of my life. As in, of course we all do it, but not all of us are conscious of that we do it all the time. So, being that, honestly, I forgot the original point, but I'm just continuing on with the train of thought. Yeah, just being that it's such a huge part of my life, and right now my physical environment isn't really supportive of me being in comfortable states of deep sleep, because I go to sleep physically uncomfortable every night, and that has wreaked havoc on my nervous system. My nervous system has been in fight or flight for the past like 3 or 4 years. And so that has been preventing me from going deeper into dreams and into my own dreams, and also leaving my body. So, because I think what I was saying was, there's, different levels. There's levels of, we dream in our own mind, but it's not like that. It's only if you're unconscious, an unconscious dreamer. So it's more like you create, like your subconscious mind creates the environment that you're dreaming in, and then you just experience that. But there's levels up where you're lucid dreaming and you're in control of that, and then you leave your body, which is like the next level, which is what I've been practicing since like 2014, but just very inconsistently. I haven't been practicing consistently because my sleeping situations, my living situations have been very, very, very far below ideal. So I'll just leave it at that. And so I know that when I'm traveling, one of the main objectives, one of the main ideals that I have is to have great sleeping situations, great living situations, great accommodations, so that I can go deeper into my practices. And that reminds me of what I was originally talking about, which was my, the direction of the channel, pretty much. How this channel is going to grow and evolve, and what it's focused on. And what it is focused on is, my own personal growth, of course, but also me helping other people grow, which is part of my soul's purpose. And also just documenting where I'm traveling to, how I'm traveling, like what's going on, kind of like what I'm doing right now. But also, I'm going to be learning so many different things in different places. I'm going to be experiencing so many different things in different places. So it'll be, a fun travel channel, but also centered around personal growth, personal development, spirituality, conscious living, and everything that goes into that. So that's pretty much the direction of this channel. And that's what I was talking about a little bit with my friend earlier. And as I'm recording this, I don't even have a name for my channel yet. These are going up as like the first few videos, and I don't even have a name for my channel yet, which is why I haven't said, welcome to so-and-so, welcome to this. So the name is coming to me. The name is coming to me. And being that I am open to suggestions, and I'm open to like changing my name after, say, like the first few videos or something like that, I'm open to changing my name, because if I don't have a name that really resonates well with my soul, like it's not like, if it's not a name where it's like, yes, that's it, that's the name that I'm looking for, that's the name that feels best for me. If I don't have that, then I'm still going to be open to changing the name. So if you're seeing this and I haven't settled on an official name for the channel yet, drop some ideas in the description. I'd love to see them. I'd love to hear them. Like just based on what you know about me so far, what you've seen so far, just let me know what ideas come to you. I'd love to hear that, because again, establishing more connection and being open and more willing to connect more with more people, this is another way to do that. Being open to other people's ideas for, what I got going on. It doesn't always have to always come from me. So that's another way that I'm opening up and being more expansive. Another ducky over there. I just love nature so much. So I was also talking to my friend about one vlogger who inspired me to just pick up the phone and just start recording. Just start recording my life, start recording my journey. One vlogger who has done that for me personally has been The Life of Tom. Tom Syndicate. So I've known, not him personally, but I've known him from, you know, his Call of Duty Zombies videos way back in the day. Like, I don't know, like 10 years ago now, like started on Black Ops 1. I started watching some of his videos every now and then, because back then I didn't play zombies that much, but I was very intrigued by it. I was very deeply interested in zombies, Call of Duty zombies specifically, because not because I like zombies or anything like that. I don't really care much for the zombies, but what I was very interested in was all the like conspiracy theories, all the like, you know, like secret government programs and stuff that Black Ops, the game itself, was exposing, like mind control through the government, you know, secret government programs and stuff like that. And the zombies, it was talking about some really esoteric stuff that, you know, like going into the ethers, which is like kind of like what I was talking about with, you know, the dream state and having out-of-body experiences and stuff. And I remember I think it was like Black Ops 3, they actually had, oh no, it was Black Ops 2, where they had not a mission, but a level on set on Alcatraz, right outside of San Francisco. And in that, they had this purgatory mode where you literally leave your body and go around the facility, turning different things on, activating the power and stuff like that. And I found it so interesting that like they put like so many things that I'm personally interested into video games, but it's fly off me. But they, you know, they put it in video games like right in front of our faces, but it's, you know, stylized in a certain way to where, you know, it's a fun game, so where if you see what's going on and if you're in the know, then you know what they're talking about, you know what they're getting at. But if you don't, then it's still just a fun game. And I found that so intriguing how they're able to do that without they're putting everything in your face about, you know, like secret government programs and like mind control stuff and astral projection and out-of-body experiences, and even like extraterrestrials and different dimensional timeline shifts and time traveling and everything like that. Even though like time travel gets kind of like a bad rep in the media nowadays, just because it's one of those things that's been talked about a lot, but it's still not really accurately portrayed in media. But at the same time, they're talking about it, and I find that so interesting that they're doing it in the medium of a video game, especially in the style of you're fighting zombies across different dimensions and different timelines and stuff like that. It's like, yo, like, humans create some pretty interesting stuff, some really interesting things. And I give props to the creators, even though it's like the game, or just the gaming industry itself isn't like what it used to be. So I grew up playing Halo 2. I grew up on Halo 2. I grew up playing Super Smash Bros. Melee. I grew up playing GTA San Andreas, NBA Live, NBA 2K, like NBA Street Volume 1 or Volume 2. Well, I played Volume 1 too, but NBA Street Volume 2, like, yo. That was the game back then. That was the game. And then NBA Street Volume 3, man. Talk about like a dope soundtrack, man. I got introduced to so many dope songs in those games. They Reminisce Over You by Pete Rock and CL Smooth. Roughneck by, I think it was MC Light. What else was in that game? I forgot if Nas' song Halftime might have been in that game. I forgot, but man, like that. And yo, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. What y'all know about some Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, bro? Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. I know they're coming out with like the remastered version or something like that right now. But man, yo, those songs in that game, I think that's what originally introduced me to KRS-One and Redman and yo, Paparazzi by Exhibit. Paparazzi by Exhibit, man. That song, yo, that was hands down my favorite song in the game. And then even like some of the rock and roll songs, like the rock songs in there, man. Ace of Spades by Motorhead, yo. Yo, I don't listen to it that often. I don't even, like, I'm not really into rock like that. There's certain songs though that's like certain songs by like Pink Floyd and just certain songs from rock that I really like, that I really like. Motorhead, Ace of Spades, that's one of them. That's one of them. And then that song, Amoeba, that's in there. I forgot who it was by, but man, yo, that just shows how my mind works, man. Because like this, like all the spiritual stuff and esoteric stuff that I talk about is not so out there that it's like his own thing. Like, nah, it's grounded just as solid as this rock is right here. It's grounded because I've spent so much time and so many years integrating all this stuff into me so that I don't have, that split personality side thing. Like, nah, this is all me. This is all me. I'm integrated. And I'm integrating more and more aspects of myself as the days go on. And that's another thing that's one of the main things you're going to see in these videos, in these vlogs. Because as I travel to different places, man, there's going to be so many different aspects of myself that come online, that awaken within myself that I may have been not aware of, and that have been just laying dormant within me. And so as I go to these different places, if you're familiar with astrocartography, then astrocartography shows where certain energy lines are for you personally on the planet. So like, say for example, like I'm here in Southern California and there's a Jupiter line that goes off the coast of Southern California for me. It's like probably like 200 miles off the coast. And Jupiter is supposed to be the planet of like expansion. It represents expansion. Like anything that you focus on, there's going to be more of that. And so for me here, I haven't really been experiencing that as much, but that's because I've been blocking myself so much. So again, whatever you focus on, you're going to get more of that. So if I'm focusing on things that are blocking me, then I'm going to get more blockages within me that come up. And that's why it's been so important for me to undo so many blockages and reprogram myself in so many different ways so that I can really tap into my abundance. Because what I've been desiring, which is more connection, more heartfelt connection, more genuine connection, more soul-to-soul connections, that's starting to happen now a lot more, even just by making that shift like 2 days ago. So having more people come up to me, and like the father and daughter that just came up just a few minutes ago, I was the one to initiate that conversation, because had I not been doing this work within myself, I wouldn't have said nothing. I would have just been off to myself, just chilling here on the rock like I'm doing. And if they would have said something, I'm open for conversation. But if they didn't, then I would have just kept to myself, like I said. But since I've been doing the work, I'm way more open to just talking to people, just initiating or engaging in conversation with people, being the initiator rather than just being the one who people initiate with, or however you say that. But yeah, man, gonna get a whole lot more. Just like more people came right here, see if I can socialize with them. So yeah, just gonna start putting my shoes and stuff back on, but I didn't really socialize with them. They're kind of just, in their own bubble. It was I assume husband and wife and their dog, but there's a couple and their dog. Yeah, I'm just gonna put my shoes back on, get back to the car, because my phone battery is getting pretty low. So I don't know how much longer I can record out here, but I'm also starting to get pretty hungry. I have the leftover pizza from last night at home I could eat, or I can just make something quick, like some beans on toast again. One of my not so many go-tos. Really only have about 5 meals that I rotate in between, like tacos, burritos, pizza, stir fry, what else? Beans on toast. Yeah, I don't really make that many different types of food. Sometimes I'll mix it up and I'll make some stuffed bell peppers and some pasta dishes. But yeah, I haven't been as creative as I'd like to be in the kitchen. And that's mainly because I don't like to spend that much time experimenting with different things, I kind of just make different variations of what I already know how to make. And even though I know how to make more things, certain things are very easy. And being on a little bit of a budget for groceries, it's easier to get the same things and just vary those rather than trying something completely new and not really knowing how it's going to go and having to spend extra time learning how to make it, which, like I said, recently I haven't had that much time, and I don't really enjoy spending that much time just, being in that state where I'm trying to make something new, or at least in the kitchen, because I'm very creative when it comes to like music and different things, but when it comes to cooking food, honestly, like I'm a little bit tired of it. I'm not tired of cooking itself, but I would like to mix it up to where I do eat out some. There's just not really many vegan places here in the area, and those that are here in the area, it's like $10 for like a burrito, and it's like I could just make like 3 of those for way like a fraction of the price at home. So I'd rather just do that. So yeah, eating out it doesn't really make sense to me because it costs so much. It's just you're basically paying for convenience. But for me, since I eat a lot, I hardly ever feel like I get my money's worth, because for me to really get full from a restaurant, I usually have to order either multiple sides or just order like actually 2 meals. So I'd rather just make my own food. Look at that duck right there. That's tight. It just landed over there. That's tight. I'm glad I got that on camera. But yeah, just eating out doesn't really make sense to me. So I'd rather make my own food and have a lot more of it and be in control of how much I actually eat, rather than paying for something and then still feeling like, man, I could go for something else now. Because to me, it just doesn't really make sense to spend the money on that. But when I am in Bali, when I am in Thailand, when I am in these different places and food don't cost that much, best believe I'm gonna be balling out there. I'm gonna be eating like a king out there for sure. For sure. So yeah, I'm gonna get home, either make some food or heat up the leftovers that I have, and then just continue on with the rest of my day. See if I can get on my computer, get creative with some music or something like that. We'll see. And if it's, noteworthy, I guess I'll say, then you guys will be seeing it too. So let's see what we get into. So as we exit, saying goodbye to this place. It's not really a goodbye. It's just more like a see you later. I will be seeing you again sometime soon. Again, I love coming to this place for all the reasons that have been expressed and for all the reasons that you see. So there'll be more places that I explore. Like there's some other places nearby that are like probably 35, 40, 45 minutes away. But those will be, I'll plan some of those trips out. And we'll see what we get into when we get there. But for today, I'm heading back home. All right, getting back in the car now. All right, just about to head back home. And it's hot in here. But those times where you realize you went for like hours without drinking water? Yeah, that's me right now. Because right here, totally forgot that I had that in my backpack. Totally forgot. But same thing with food. Like I can go for a pretty long time, as long as the weather isn't, too hot or anything like that. I can go for a pretty long time without food or water, just because I have experience with fasting. Sometimes it's been intentional fasting. Sometimes it's been, we'll just say unintentional fasting. as in, being in being in those situations where you're deciding between like food or paying rent. And I've been in those situations a pretty decent amount in my life, but that's, again, it just comes from me not living in full alignment with my soul's purpose. Because like I remember so vividly so many times where I felt called to vlogging like this, and I just didn't do it. Or I did it, like as in on my other channel, I did it, tried it out, not vlogging, but creating YouTube videos, because I felt like, and I thought, keyword I thought, my purpose was to be some kind of a teacher, be a teacher. And honestly, like, I'm a life path 7, and life path 7s, they tend to excel in roles of being a teacher. And so when I felt called to start making videos on YouTube, I always thought it was to be, just a teacher, just only, teach certain things. But I would always get glimpses, like visuals, because like the way that my mind works and the way that I receive messages sometimes is through visuals. So I'll get like visions of myself, like doing exactly what I'm doing right now, holding the camera and just talking. And then I'll see like, certain vloggers and stuff, like I mentioned earlier, Life of Tom. I'll see certain vloggers who, are just, they're just doing it, and they seem so natural doing it. And I can easily see myself doing it too, but again, like I wouldn't do it. And one of the main reasons was because I always felt like if I would turn on this camera, I need to be teaching something. I need to be helping people change their lives. I need to be helping people improve themselves. And if I don't have anything to say that's in regards to that, then I just won't record. That was like unconscious. Those are the subconscious thoughts that, or behavior patterns that I would have. And I didn't realize until just, I started making these vlogs that they were actually there. So you're literally witnessing me breaking down barriers within myself that has been causing me to gatekeep myself from the entire world. Because I've only shared myself, like my full, real, true self, my authentic self, with a very, very select few amount of people. Like I can probably honestly count how many people that I share my authentic self with on like maybe one hand. So yeah, so I'm really, really coming out of my shell right now. And again, I'm grateful for you just being along here for the ride, seeing it, commenting, subscribing, all that stuff, but just building community, just growing a natural community that allows us all to share our true and authentic selves in whichever way that we want. Because we're all here to grow, whether we realize it or not. We're all here to grow. We're all here to experience certain things. And the more that we do that, the more we inspire others to do that too. Because we live in a world where so many of us are like just shut down on so many different levels, whether it's physically, our bodies, like we're numb to the pain that we're feeling in our bodies, or emotionally, where we're numb to the pain of the emotional things that we've been through, trauma and everything, or we're, distracting ourselves mentally, and we're like disconnected spiritually. Like that's like so much of the norm nowadays. But I feel and sense in so many people that I just come across, sometimes in day-to-day life, other times in, family members, friends that I have and stuff, like there's a yearning for realness. There's a yearning for what's real. There's a yearning for truth. And for me personally, the more that I hold back my truth, the more that I'm actually depriving others from more easily discovering truth within themselves. Because imagine like you're thirsty and you're asking other people for water. You're in a foreign place, you don't know nobody, but you're thirsty and you need water. You don't have your own water, but you need water. And you're going to, ask all these other people, go to different restaurants, people walking down the street and stuff, and you ask for water because you're thirsty, but nobody gives it to you. All because, well, I don't know you. I don't know. You might be a scammer, like all this type of stuff, or whatever the case may be. But they don't know you. But all they need to do is really just give you a little bit of water, and that's it. So it's like the more that people gatekeep what they have to themselves, the more that people are reserved to themselves and don't share what they have, the more we're actually hurting other people who need what we actually have to offer. Because my unique perspective is unique for a reason, just like your perspective is unique for a reason, and everyone's perspective is unique for a reason. And like, if you ever look at all these, social media influencers and stuff like that, everyone has their crowd because everyone is operating from their own perspective, their own unique frequency, their own unique resonance. Whether that's, them being real and authentic, or if that's them being, putting on a persona, either way it attracts who is attracted to them in those ways. Because that's all life is basically like, it's not the law of resonance, but it's just resonance. We resonate with who we resonate with for a reason. Just like if you're watching this video and enjoying it, it's for a reason. It's because you resonate with it for a reason. So if I were to keep continuing to gatekeep myself and prevent myself from sharing my truth with the world, then people who receive truth in the way that I feel natural in giving it and sharing it and expressing it, they would have to find it somewhere else, and it may be more difficult to come across if I wasn't, here doing what I'm doing right now. So same thing with you. You may have a specific truth that you feel the need to share, but you've been sitting on it, and people have been waiting on you for so long now to share that truth, whether they know it or not, whether you know it or not. But by you not doing it, by you not sharing it, you're actually hurting by preventing them from receiving what they need to receive. So just take that and take that into consideration. I'm not going to edit that out, but that's another thing I'm working on, is just being more clear with my enunciation or pronunciation, whatever it is. Be more clear with my words and how I speak. So again, another thing that you'll see me growing with. And even just me sharing that right there, who knows how many people are actually going through similar things where they may have a stutter or a lisp or whatever it is, and they're, kind of scared to speak, kind of scared to talk, or shy about talking and stuff. But by me sharing this, like, my dad doesn't really have a stuttering issue or anything like that, but my uncle does. And it kind of, I notice it within certain family members of my family, and I notice it within myself too. And how I'm overcoming that is by being more conscious of the words that I say and how I say them, not overthinking it, but being very direct and precise in how I say certain things. Because for me, when I get excited and I want to talk and I want to say all these things, it's like I jumble my words because I'm trying to say it all at once. It's like I get too excited and I start tripping over my words and stuff. So just reminding myself to slow down, be still, be present in the moment, and trust that what I have to say is valid, and whoever needs to hear it is going to hear it. And I'm not going to get, cut off or anything, or even if I am, maintaining my boundaries. But there's deeper layers to that I'm still uncovering. But just trusting that what I have to say is valid and is going to hit however it needs to hit with whoever it resonates with. So yeah, it's enough talking for right now. It's enough rambling. I'm gonna throw my music on. And you got a little bird right there. I don't know if you saw that, but I'll see if that actually came out in the editing process. But I just find stuff like that really, really joyful for my heart. But I'm gonna get home, throw my music on, enjoy the ride home, get some food, and then we'll see if there's any more content that I have to film today. So yeah, just real quick, that bird found something. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, what up, little buddy? Let's see if I can get this shot. All right, so I'm just getting back home. So I've been driving with the windows down. But I'm just getting back home and I see that the Wi-Fi is on my phone. So that tells me that the power is back on, because I don't know how long it's been off, but I know today before I left it was off and I wasn't able to charge anything up before I left. But now that I know it's on, I know that I'm able to cook food. I know that I'm able to charge up my phones. I know that I'm able to get on my computer and edit some of these vlogs, and also maybe make some music. So, and also just chill and relax, throwing some YouTube videos or something like that. And yeah. Dinner is ready. So I was gonna say low key, but not even low key. High key. Wish I had someone to cook for me. This is leftovers right here, and I get so happy and I'm so grateful when I have leftovers because I don't have to do any real cooking. I just do this. Well, I mean, I season the chickpeas and stuff, make the toast, but I just do that in the oven, chilled, and it was done. So I wish this was. I wish it was like this every single day, lunch and dinner and breakfast too. Shoot. But we're about to enjoy this and yeah, just chill for the rest of the night. I'm trying to get some editing done, mess around, see what my style is like, what I like to do. I only have iMovie right now because my computer is so old and slow. That's basically the only thing that can run on it. So until I get a new laptop, the videos might be a little bit basic in the editing and the edits, but it's gonna be something that, again, grows and progresses as the channel and myself grows and progresses. So just keep on the lookout for that. Stay tuned. Okay, so I'm gonna give y'all a little sneak peek behind the editing process and why it is so crucial for me to get a new laptop. Because for one, like the dreaded that spinning rainbow ball, whatever it is right there, means it's loading, of course, for those of you who use Macs. Yeah, I'm trying to edit my vlog, just get it started in the first place, but literally everything uploaded to my computer out of order. So all the clips and everything that I recorded, they all uploaded out of order. So I just have to sort them all out, 60 something clips, and get them all in order so I can edit them. So yeah, just chalk it up to another reason why I'm getting a new laptop. Because for one, I tried to airdrop all these to my Mac from this iPhone, and that didn't work. It just didn't work for some reason. The only way it did work is if I did them one at a time, and I was not trying to do that. So I already have Dropbox, and I uploaded them to Dropbox. And another thing I don't like about this iPhone is that you can't just select everything to upload to Dropbox and then just close your phone and then everything uploads in the background. It just won't do it. So the phone has to stay on the whole time, like the screen has to stay on the whole time that the files are uploading, or else they just won't upload. So it's like, man, I don't know why Apple does things like this, man. I don't know why Apple does things like this, bro. To me, it's just frustrating because they have such great products, but it's like they just don't let you use them in the way that you actually want to use them. So I'm gonna save this rant not right now. I'm gonna save this rant for another time, hopefully never. But yeah, this is the beginning of me getting my vlog started. And yeah, so this is just another challenge to overcome. So let's just get to it. Let's do it. Sit rep. This thing has been going for the past about 5 minutes. So I guess may just wait overnight for this thing to just start working, because it's already 10, zoom in, focus, there we go. It's already 10:48 p.m. and yeah, I'm tired. And I guess my computer just isn't gonna cooperate. Yeah, this is where we at. And at this rate, I may just try to do all the editing on this phone. It might be easier. It may be a little bit smoother. Well, I don't know if it'll be easier because I don't really enjoy using this phone. It's a great camera phone. That's what it is to me, really. But as far as like functionality goes, it's all right. It's all right. I'm grateful for this phone because of the camera mainly, and the quality of the recordings and everything, and how much apps support the iPhone, like specifically like Instagram and I guess YouTube too. I haven't really used YouTube on this phone yet, but I mean, we'll see. Well, actually, I did upload a couple of YouTube videos on my other channel from this phone, and I was hit with the same cheese that I was hit with the Dropbox, which is I can't upload anything in the background. Like the apps just can't run in the background for some reason while it's uploading things. So the phone had to stay on and everything. It doesn't make sense to me because on my Samsung, everything can run in the background. It's like I schedule a video to upload from my phone on YouTube, and it just does it while I can watch YouTube videos while I'm uploading YouTube video. I can scroll Instagram while it's uploading. I can make phone calls while it's uploading. I can just lock the phone, charge it, and just let it sit while it's uploading in the background. Like, yeah, I guess I need to just save this rant, or I could just get it out off camera. But yeah, man, this process has been pretty frustrating. But I know that it's for a great cause, which is my soul's purpose. So I'm gonna do it no matter what. These videos are gonna get uploaded no matter what. Like I said, even if I have to just switch the editing on this phone, because right now I'm just using iMovie anyway. So there is more functionality that I have on the computer. But again, if it's gonna be this slow, then is it really worth it trying to upload everything and it's uploading out of order, or uploading to this computer out of order, the individual clips? So it's like, well, I mean, just weighing out the pros and cons right now. I guess it worked, and well, yeah, I get. No, never mind. It's just 4 of them. Okay, so yeah, all right, never mind. False alarm. I thought I was gonna upload all of them, all the clips that I had selected to add into this, but I guess it didn't. I guess it just didn't want to. So yeah, I guess I'll just probably just edit everything from this phone. And again, like there's more functionality on the computer. Takes way longer to actually do anything on the computer though. There's less functionality on the phone, but it should be smoother and it should be easier. So sit rep, I've decided to do all the editing on my phone because I am not putting up with that slow computer at all. I'm basically just gonna use Dropbox as like kind of like what I've been doing, which is backup. But what I've been doing from using this computer and using Dropbox is on my old phone, my Android, my Samsung. I didn't have a way to transfer video files from my phone to the Mac. So I got Dropbox as a way to transfer via the cloud and everything. So I can just upload the photo or the videos from my phone to Dropbox and then download the videos from Dropbox on my computer to my actual computer and then edit the videos from there. And it was working. It was working just fine. But for whatever reason with this phone, everything uploaded out of order. So this computer is slow. It's old. It's from late 2012. So it's already almost 13 years old now. I'm grateful that it's still running, but at the same time, it's gotten to a point to where it's just like, nah, everything comes to an end. Every basketball player has to retire at some point, even LeBron. So, and this thing has been having like almost a LeBron run. So, well, actually, no, it's about 10 years short. But this thing is close to retirement. So I'm gonna be doing all my editing on this phone so that I'll just be uploading the videos to Dropbox just as a way to have everything backed up. And then, yeah, if I ever need to access anything, I'll have that as a database. But I'm gonna keep this phone clean, as in I'm gonna upload everything to Dropbox and then delete everything from this phone so that I just keep it clean. I edit, well, first I upload and then I edit, upload the videos to Dropbox, edit everything, and then upload them to YouTube. And then as soon as uploaded to YouTube, all the clips deleted. So I have everything in storage on Dropbox. Everything will be filmed and edited on this phone until I get a better setup, until I get my MacBook Pro. And eventually, I do want to get an actual GoPro or an actual camera, like a DSLR camera. So we'll see about that. But for right now, this phone is my camera and it is my editing software. And it is how I will be uploading to YouTube. So again, I'm grateful for this phone, even though I have my gripes with it. I have my gripes with it now. But I'm grateful for this phone because it does what it needs to do. So I'm grateful, and I'm gonna get to editing right now. It's currently 11:04 p.m. and tomorrow is Monday. I think I'll be working out tomorrow. Yeah, I plan on working out tomorrow, hitting the gym because we actually have a home gym here. I might just work out, do my actual exercises here, and then go play basketball at 24 Hour Fitness and get my workout in on the court over there. So, and yes, I do I do 2 a days. Technically 2 a days. To me it's just a workout. But I remember hearing Luka Doncic talking about how he never did 2 a days, and then he said he started doing 2 a days. And he said that, yeah, his 2 a days workouts, they're in the weight room and get on the basketball court. And I heard that, I'm like, but that's just a workout. What are you talking about, 2 a days? But I guess apparently, according to some athletes, some professional athletes, I do 2 a days. So that's just how I train. That's just that's just how I like to do it. I like to work out and then I work out on the court. So yeah, it's tough, but it's a way for me to be elite. So yeah. But anyways, I'm I might have some more to say after this because I feel like I'll have some. Yeah, I'm gonna end out every vlog with just some final thoughts for the day, or just anything that I want to express right before going to sleep. So, beginning of the vlog, I will be sharing a dream or dreams that I've had, if they are suitable for sharing, because not every dream is suitable for sharing to the public. Yeah, as long as I'm able to share the dreams, I'll be sharing them with you to start the videos. And then I'll end out every vlog at night with just either general thoughts from the day, lessons that I learned from today, or just thoughts, feelings, things that I just want to express before going to sleep. But yeah, so soon to come in the next few minutes, I'm gonna get these editing going, and then we'll get to the end of the vlog. Okay, so vlog number 1 has been complete, fully edited. Even though it's a basic edit, it's just, something to get started with, and I'm happy with it. So it's currently about 1:07 a.m., something like that. And I am tired. I'm going to sleep after I brush my teeth. And then, yeah, we'll see what we get into tomorrow. But yes, final thoughts for today. Let me sit down for a little bit. Final thoughts for today. It's been a little bit of a long one, but I feel myself getting more and more on track because this has been my 3rd day in a row actually vlogging, recording myself, recording content and everything. So day 3, I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself. Like I said, I don't know if this is gonna be a daily thing, but I'm very happy with how consistent I've been so far. And I would like to keep it going. I just have to get a system down where, I'm recording, filming, editing and then uploading consistently and keeping my phone clean so there's, no memory concerns or anything like that. So I just have to get a system down, a system going, because I genuinely enjoy this. I genuinely enjoy doing this because, like I've already expressed, this is helping me grow even more, and I love that my growth can potentially inspire other people to grow as well. So that's something that is very fulfilling to me. Not only my growth, but also the potential of me helping other people grow in their own ways as well. Because that's what this is all about. This is all just for inspiration, pretty much for you guys. So as much as it's helping me, I pray, and I do trust that it is helping all of you, if not some of you, because it's going to reach who it needs to reach. These videos are going to reach who they need to reach. My audience is going to be whoever resonates with this. So, and I understand that not everyone is going to resonate with this. I'm not going to be seen by billions of people, even though that is possible, but really, I just want to reach who resonates with me, and that's pretty much it. That's all I'm doing this for, outside of my own personal growth. So, yeah, that's gonna be it for today's vlog. This is Rahzier signing out. Still haven't come up with a good name, although I did talk about, like I said earlier in the vlog, talked about vlogging in general and our channels with my friend earlier over the phone. And she brought up some pretty good names, some good suggestions that I'm going to be meditating on. But other than that, yeah, something good is going to come to me. So we'll see what it is. But yeah, it's Rahzier signing out. Much love and wholeness to you. I love you all, and I'm grateful for you. Have a great night, great day, wherever you are in the world. Just enjoy yourselves. Much love.